And a warm welcome from the Owen Center in Peoria, Illinois, as we get ready for ACHA Division II hockey tonight. The Bradley Braves return home for the first time in exactly 2 months as they host the Illinois State Redbirds in a very critical Maca Gold Division game. Hello, everybody. I'm Matt Harrington. Pleased to be joined alongside the very talented Brandon Luisi. And Brandon, these two teams don't like each other very much. It's the reason why they call it the War on I-74. And they met earlier this year, Brandon, and what a game for Bradley, a 9-4 win. It was all the way back in September, but hoping to replicate that success are the Braves here tonight.
Yeah, a big 9-4 win for the Braves as Trevor Cooney and I believe it was Corey Kohut as well getting 2 goals in that game. A rally from 3-1 down, as you were saying, to get a 9-4 victory on the road nonetheless at Illinois State. So it's a big game for the Braves, and I think tonight, getting back kind of in the Owen Center back at home, get a couple goals on the board first.
Certainly, and again, that game was a long time ago as well, back in September, but a lot has changed since then. And Illinois State coming in with a 16-5 overall record. But one of the things that stands out to me, Brandon, is they've played the vast majority of their games. They've played 21 games. 18 of them have been at their home rink, which is certainly a lot compared to some of the other teams around the conference. And they've really only played one true road game, and that was against Illinois back on October 14th at Illinois. So when you think about it, they have a couple of neutral site games that they played last weekend. They're not used to being in a road environment like the Owen Center.
No, and I think that's something that the Braves can take advantage of. Obviously, we have our student section down there at the end of the rink, so I think it's something that the Braves can use to their advantage, get those fans riled up and give a real test to the Illinois State Redbirds here playing one of their first road games, like you said.
And this Illinois State 2 team, they are consisting entirely of Illinois natives on their team, so a homegrown team here at Illinois. But again, meanwhile, for Bradley, first game since December 4th, which was a win against Maryville, and they've also won 4 of their last 5 games. They did have a sweep over Maryville, which was a couple of big wins in the Maca standings, and then they did have a split with Michigan and a split with SIUE, but the Braves have won 3 in a row, which is their longest winning streak in quite some time, so it's good to see the Braves back in their winning ways, so to speak.
Yeah, you and I were talking before the broadcast about the Maca Gold standings. Right now, both these teams standing at 8-5 in the conference. And in reality, it's kind of whoever wins this game is almost guaranteed, as long as they play, well the rest of the semester, almost guaranteed that second place in the Maca Gold standings.
And for the Braves, Tommy Davis and Corey Kohut are each coming in with 5-game goal streaks that date back to that win against SIUE, a 6-2 win on November 13th. So those two have been good. And speaking of Tommy Davis as well, one of the things that I found out doing my research for this game is that Davis is in the top 20 right now in the nation for scoring in D2, 18th overall. That's a pretty impressive number, so you get to see a very talented player out on the ice here this evening.
Yeah, we were talking 36 points in 19 games for Tommy Davis, 19 goals, 17 assists. A very impressive outing, 15 points in his last 6 games. So we look to see more of that tonight, a lot more goal scoring and a lot more points for Tom Davis. And also Corey Kohut, like we were mentioning, 25 points for him as well.
All right, Brandon, let's take a look at the keys to the game, and what do you have for us?
Well, let's start off with Illinois State. We got the strong goaltending. Obviously, the last time these two teams met, we were mentioning 9-4 victory for the Braves, so the goaltending needs to be a little bit stronger. We'll explore the goaltender matchup later, but Illinois State is rolling with a different goaltender. And their second key is win the loose puck battles. I think, honestly, those 50-50 puck battles need to go in favor of Illinois State if they want to have a chance in tonight's game here at the Owen Center. And for Bradley, we have get off to a good start. Both these keys that I have for them kind of go hand in hand. Get off to a good start and skate the rust off. Like you said, first game in a little bit over a month. So you're going to be rusty. You have a couple practices under your belt. However, I think it's still kind of getting those legs under you and playing back to hockey.
Certainly will be. And we've just briefly touched on the Maca Gold standings. Let's go ahead and pull those up right now for the viewers at home. You see Iowa State in first place at 12-0. I don't think anybody's going to be catching them. They have had just an absolutely terrific season so far. Undefeated in conference play at 12-0. But you see Bradley and Illinois State right there at 2-3 in the conference standings, 8-5 overall. And whoever wins this game tonight, Brandon, is pretty much guaranteed to lock up that number 2 spot, which is extremely important because you do get a first-round bye in the MACA playoffs if you're the 1 and the 2 seed.
Yeah, and I think that's a message in the locker room that how important this game is for both teams. It's going to be in the message in the both locker rooms. And like you said, second-place lockup right here, getting that first-round bye and moving on to that second round and facing the winner of whoever the first-round matchup will be.
Illinois State, looking at their schedule ahead for MACA, they do only have one more MACA series left after this game against McKendree, the 8th-place team right now. Bradley, meanwhile, will also have a series coming up, a home-and-home later this month with Illinois. So you think if Bradley and Illinois State can take care of business, that, again, winner of this game could go a long way in determining the number 2 seed. So a couple other tidbits here before we get started for tonight's broadcast. Ethan Baker, who's a member of the Division III team, is going to be moving up this weekend since the D3 team is not in action. He will be playing tonight for the D2 Braves, and I'm excited to see him in action.
Yeah, we've had a chance to call some of the D3 games together, and we've seen Ethan Baker be really impressive in those games. So it's nice to see him get a shot on this D2 team. We'll see what he has for the Braves here tonight.
Braves have also won 8 of the last 10 meetings against Illinois State, dating back for a few seasons. And again, that included that win earlier this year back on September 23rd at Grosinger Motors Arena. And again, if you're the Braves, you just try to replicate that success. And I talked with head coach Michael Hernbrot of the Redbirds earlier this week, and he told me that he felt like they just weren't ready for that game. And so now it's a rivalry game, lots at stake. Got to feel like they're going to be ready to come out here tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. We've seen an impressive campaign, like you said, this whole year, 16-5-0 from these Redbirds. Although one of those losses is to Bradley, all 5 conference losses. However, like we said, it's on the road for the Redbirds, so it's going to be a test for them. It's going to be a challenge. It'll be interesting to see what start they have here tonight.
Well, we're just waiting for the Braves to get ready to hit the ice here. And for those that don't know, I'm pulling double duty tonight. So I'm going to be doing the play-by-play and the public address announcing here in the arena. So this be a little bit of a challenge for me, but I'm looking forward to it. So should be a fun one. And again, just waiting for the Braves to take the ice here. And again, get to see the Braves for the first time in action here since December 4th against Maryville. And again, that was 2 big wins that they had in that series against the Saints, who are currently, let's see, 4th in the standings. So again, they didn't sweep that. I don't know if they'd be in the position that they are right now.
Yeah, I mean, those are big wins, and you kind of go back in the season when you're looking at the standings, seeing which games are the big wins, which games you should have had, where you kind of could be in the standings and where you are. And I think the Braves are in a really good spot right now in second place. And, I mean, like we said, this is a deciding game. This is the biggest game all season, in my opinion, for the Braves here tonight.
We will go ahead and step aside for just a moment. We're, again, waiting for the Braves to come out. Not sure what the delay is at the moment. I see head coach Brian Hamilton is on the bench now, and it looks like we are pretty much ready to go. So we'll step aside. We'll keep the volume up, and we'll have the starting lineups, the National Anthem, and we'll get ready to go here between the Braves and the Redbirds. Very critical MACA Gold game at stake here at the Owen Center. So we'll step aside. You're watching the Bradley Hockey Network. Stick with us.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Owen Center for tonight's ACHA Division II matchup between the visiting Illinois State Redbirds and your Bradley Braves. Let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Redbirds. In goal, number 35, Andrew Meyer. At left defense, number 87, Will Kelly. At right defense, number 61, Hunter Neiman. At left wing, number 33, Nico Castino. At center, number 91, Michael McEllen. And rounding out the forwards, the right winger, number 93, Casey Colantonio. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Bradley Braves. In goal, number 30, Cole Walter. At left defense, number 24, Sam Bryant. At right defense, number 25, Zach Melbon. At left wing, number 5, Tommy Shack. At center, number 27, Tommy Davis. And rounding out the forwards, the right winger, number 11, Sad Bishop. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back to the Owens Center, and we are just about ready to go here for this critical Maca Gold game back alongside Brandon Luisi, and we're joined as well by Gavin Menk on camera tonight, so we appreciate Gavin coming out to help as well. But we'll take a look at the starting goaltenders for this game, Brandon. We'll start with the Redbirds. They're going to go with Andrew Meyer, and boy, has he been good this year. 8-1 record, 2.26 goals against, averaging a .900 save percentage. This is the guy you want in net for a big game like this.
Yeah, he is one heck of a goalie so far this year for the Redbirds. Been proving why he can be a #1 starter for them and why he's a big part of this 16-5 start for the Redbirds.
And then meanwhile for the Braves, they will go with Cole Walter, the native of Rochester, Minnesota, who again doesn't need any explanation. He's been so good as well this year. So here we go, Redbirds in their road red. Of course, Bradley in the home white as Bishop sends one right on goal, or just wide of the net rather, to begin play here at the Owens Center. A little bit of a different starting lineup tonight. They've got the freshman Melbon out there on defense with Bryant, and a different forward line as well. Tommy Shack moving to be a forward instead of a defenseman here tonight. This one up in the air as the Redbirds take a hold of it and try and come across the line. Here's Castino. Slowed up a little bit, and either going to have an offside or a penalty here. Let's see. Didn't get a signal. I believe it's offside against the Redbirds. And so we will come outside the zone. No, we do have a penalty. We're going to have a minor on Sam Bryant for interference. So Bryant goes to the box. And again, I'm pulling double duty, Brandon, so I may need you to analyze the plays a little bit longer than you typically do.
Oh, definitely.
So, but again, Bryant for interference for the Braves. And we'll see how Illinois State does on this first power play of the game.
Minor penalty assessed to Bradley's number 24, Sam Bryant. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 19:31. Bryant for interference at 19:31 of the first.
As that puck goes out of play, we have 17 seconds gone on this Redbird power play. Well, Matt, not the start you want for the Braves. Obviously, taking a penalty early. However, it'd be a big kill, get the momentum going if we can get that killed off.
Braves' penalty kill on the year has improved quite a bit over the last handful of games, 77.6%. This is Kelly now with it at the point as he sends it over for Shadle. Now over on the left wing side, this is the newcomer, Casey Colantonio, who just played his first 2 games against Iowa last weekend, and he had 3 goals and an assist. So what a spark for this Redbird lineup, and we'll see if Colantonio can keep it going here tonight. Here he is with speed. Colantonio inside, trying to cut in on the backhand. Good play there defensively by the Braves as they get this one out through center and regroup. 1:10 to go on the Bradley the Bradley penalty kill, as Drew Shadle will hold it here for the Redbirds. Shadle got caught up on a slick spot there on the ice. Bishop on the forecheck. And here comes Illinois State now through center into the zone. Going to see a lot of Colantonio tonight. Here he is around the outside. Tough angle shot. Walter the save. Rebound loose in front as Bishop tried to play it to the boards. Good effort there to get to it. Redbirds still with possession. Down low, Gilbert. Now up top as it's handled by Tully. Now over to the right wing side. Back up top for Tully, who fans on it. Good play by the Braves to get it down the ice with 23 to go on the penalty kill for Bradley. Ice surface playing a little bit of a problem here, though, for this Redbirds power play. Now up across the zone. Here they come. Barrett holds it along the left wing. Time expiring on the penalty as it's cleared down nicely by Ryan Spence. And Meyer will go and hold it as the Braves are back to full strength here at the conclusion of the penalty kill. Redbirds, though, keeping up the pressure. Sam Braun able to dump that one deep. Crandall going to the corner as he's met by Rabkin. Able to hand it off here for Spence, who weaves his way through center. Ryan Spence into the zone, backhands it deep. That's Zach Pierce, by the way, out there wearing the jersey of Zach Daniels tonight, number 2 in white. A little bit of a jersey issue here for the Braves. And now here's Camilleri into the zone for Illinois State. Sends it across, deflected in front. Good save, Walter. Tommy Davis on the rebound, but had his pocket picked. Now back up to the point. Fumble. Here's a break for the Braves. Tommy Davis. He's got Pierce with him. Davis shoots, scores! Tommy Davis gets the party started for the Braves early. It's 1-0.
A great play there by Davis as he took advantage of a mishap at the blue line. Tommy Davis taking it to a 2-on-1, electing to shoot it right there and putting one glove side. Early goal for the Braves.
27.
So Tommy Davis with the unassisted goal at 16:42 of this first period of play. And for Davis, it's a big one as well. His 20th goal of the year. He's the first Brave to hit that mark. So again, great job by Davis to get the party started here for Bradley, as we'll let you analyze that play while I go back to my PA duties.
Well, Tommy Davis extending his goal streak now to 6 games in a row. The only other Brave that is close to that is Corey Kohut, who has a 5-game goal streak going on right now. As the Braves do ice the puck, and we're going to get a defensive zone draw for the Braves here. And again, you can't stress the importance of those odd man rushes enough. 2-on-1 right there. If Tommy Davis didn't want to shoot that, he had Zach Pierce out in front as well.
Big chance there for the Redbirds. And again, you're noticing the spark that Colantonio provides to this lineup. He's not exactly the tallest guy out there on the ice, but when you put up 4 points in 2 games, it's certainly something to keep an eye on, and he's got that deceptive speed that we've seen early.
I was going to say, yeah, reminds me of Tommy Davis. You know, he gets that speed going, and he's gone once he gets some skates.
Get a little bit of a delay here on the face-off. Off the draw. Colantonio scoops it back here for Kelly. We'll send it in back behind the goal as Castino tried to play it there. Up the wall now for the Braves. Tommy Shack, bank pass ahead for Davis. Here's Davis again, over, and Bishop fans on it. Oh, he had a grade A chance, and Illinois State will come back the other way. Colantonio staying on his feet, gets the shot off and turned away by Cole Walter. Referee took a tumble there. Now Lucas trying to poke at it for the Braves in the defensive end. Back up top, deflects in the slot, it's loose, McEllen! Oh, wide open net, and he fanned on it. Back up top now. Swung in deep here by Neiman as it will go around to the other side. Kelly holds it along the left boards, and now Lucas takes it for the Braves, trying to smother that one along the boards. And now here's Davis racing ahead. 2-on-2. Davis shoots it in on goal, no problem for Meyer. He's got the rebound and a whistle. But boy, the pace of play picking up dramatically here over the last couple of minutes, Brandon.
Yeah, and Cole Walter's been tested real early. 5 shots on goal in the first 4.5 minutes for the Redbirds. However, Walter has stayed strong for the Braves, made some nice saves, especially with a couple grade A chances that the Redbirds have had early so far.
Off the face-off now, Illinois State taking it here in the defensive end. Banked up ahead. This is Tully through center as he cuts around Spence and able to fire that one in deep. Corey Coat on it for the Braves. Now Andrew Spence trying to poke it out there. Now after it, Tully in front of the bench. Crandall will swivel it over here for Coat, who finds the stick of Pierce. And he'll go down low into the corner now for the Braves. Pierce in front, was looking for Spence. Another try intended for Ryan Spence. That one will come out of the zone as the Braves regroup. Banked back here for Coat. 14:44 remaining in the first period of play. The only goal coming just a couple of minutes ago from Tommy Davis, as he's now got a goal in 6 straight games for the Braves. 20th overall on the season for Davis. Down low into the corner now for Shadle as he takes the contact from the big 6'4" David Tuttle. Now Braves back defensively. Melbon will meet with Bryant here. It's that defense pairing new for the Braves that we haven't seen this year. Now Flood finds the stick of Tuttle as he'll come into the zone with Baker, delayed offside. And so the Braves will have to tag up and get back defensively. Banked up the boards off the stick of Bryant. Hustling after it here as he's pressured a bit there by David Flynn. Redbirds will regroup at center. Trevor Glass out there, number 24 for the Redbirds. He's reuniting with a couple of his former high school teammates tonight, Tommy Shack and Tommy Davis. So those three, Glass, Davis, and Shack, all played together at Providence Catholic High School up in the Chicagoland area. Now Andrew Schmidt back behind the Bradley net. Trevor Cooney there as well as he gets it to Baker. Baker trying to play it for Bradley. Unable to get to it there as it deflects off a stick. Walter able to get the stop. Case with some nice moves. Shovels it up ahead. Cooney poking at it there. Etchison on it as well. Here's Wes Straker now. Good to see him back in the Bradley lineup. Played the last 2 games against Maryville, but missed some time before that. But back in the lineup here again for the Braves. Up the boards. Neiman intercepted. Cooney at the line. Perfect pass over. Now here's Etchison. That shot's blocked in the slot as it's picked up by McEllen. The top line back out there for the Redbirds. Colantonio will take it to the corner. Great play by Josh Crandall there for the Braves as it goes up ahead. Here's a break for Bradley the other way. Bishop streaking in. Glove save Meyer. And he's got it for the whistle with 12:35 to go here in the first.
Yet again, back and forth play between both teams. Getting a shot right there, you said Seth Bishop. Another nice glove save from Meyer as he keeps this a 1-goal game. Shots on goal 6-4 in favor of the Redbirds, though.
Offensive zone faceoff. Chance in front for the Braves. It rolled off the stick there of Tommy Shack. And now Melbon will play it here. Fired in deep by Bryant. That goes wide of Meyer as it's played up along the boards. Now back behind the cage is Gilbert. And that's going to play off the wall and ahead through center. Backhanded up ahead. Right in on the zone. And I was going to say that was an offside for sure. And a little bit of a late hit there as well. But off the offside call, we'll have the face-off outside of the zone here. But certainly you can sense the physical side of things starting to pick up a little bit here as well.
Yeah, I was going to say no love lost between these two teams. We mentioned how competitive the last game was, Illinois State being up 3-1 and then losing that lead and Bradley taking it 9-4. So definitely a physical game here so far.
Melbon poking at it there. That's fired in by Drew Shadle, who's had a much better turnaround here for the Redbirds. This is going to be a delayed offside, I believe, here against Bradley. So Pierce will have to come way out of the zone. That'll allow for the Redbirds to fire it in deep as Gilbert goes in for McEllen. McEllen trying to go back up top for Gilbert, but he's in the neutral zone. And a good play by Andrew Spence. Sends it over on the right wing side. Here's Pierce in the slot, trying to go to the back door. Spence had that one go off a defender's stick. Now Camilleri in a foot race here with Schmidt. Camilleri sticking with it. He'll take it into the right side as it's dished back up top. Floated in on goal. Walter the save. Rebound up in the air as it's gloved down by Schmidt. And another try goes wide. Camilleri on the boards now for Illinois State. Pushes it back down low. Dylan Lowther out there on defense as well, waiting for it for the Redbirds. Tie up in the corner. Puck comes free for a moment. Rabkin try to grab it. Nice bounce for Illinois State as it went off the official. And Rabkin will try and come back in. Camilleri into the zone. Able to get the shot in on goal. No problem for Cole Walter. And we get a stoppage with 10:45 to go here in the first.
Shots on goal now, 8-4 in favor of the Redbirds. Cole Walter tested, like we said, very early. Another one there, and a nice save from him as well. He hasn't lost a step since December. He has been playing exceptionally so far in this game.
He has been playing good indeed. 1-0 though on that goal by Tommy Davis. His sixth game in a row with a goal for the Braves. Quick chance off the draw, sent over to the back door. McEllen wasn't ready though for it. Baker on the tie-up again. Ethan Baker getting the call up here to the D2 team for this weekend. Having a pretty good game so far. Now Baker able to pull that one out. Nice move. Now Baker finds the stick of Tuttle. Tuttle takes it into the corner. Off the stick of Flood, it looked like. He'll charge back. Now Colantonio in on goal for Walter to make the save. McEllen meeting the stick of Tuttle there. Rumbles off the boards here as the Redbirds come back in. Colantonio trying to make a lane in the slot. Nice pass. Walter with the poke check save. Colantonio still with it, and he hit the post. Another try for the Redbirds. That deflects around in behind the net. Still with possession with it, though. Now thrown to the front. Walter's got the save. No rebound.
And I know we've talked about it in previous broadcasts. Cole Walter, a former Peoria Mustang, playing NA3 hockey last year. I know the Braves are really excited to get him this year as a D2 goalie. And he is proving time and time again as to why he can be a #1 goaltender in this league.
He has been rock solid here so far tonight. 10 saves on 10 shots. Here's Kelly. That's blocked by Shack. Bounces into the corner. Now Shack trying to play it off the boards here for Davis. That'll instead roll for the Redbirds. Here they come into the zone. Trying to get the shot off there, and that goes deflecting out of play. Trevor Barrett on the shots. And let's see where the face-off placement goes here. Not sure if it's going to come out of the zone or stay. Looks like it will stay. I think the Braves were advocating that come out of the zone because I believe the net came off in the process there as well.
Yeah, I did see the net dislodge off its moorings momentarily.
Oh, look out. Davis had some trouble with it there in front of the net, or excuse me, that's Bryant for the Braves. Walter able to snatch it up here. Braves trying to keep the winning ways going. Winners of 3 in a row, 4 of their last 5 entering play here today. Love down. Tully sends it on the boards. Back in the slot for Tully. And that trickles wide as it's scooped up by the Braves. Here's Melbon. Takes a big hit from Kelly, but he got the job done to get that deep, and he might have drawn a penalty here as well, or we'll find out. There's a whistle on the play. And maybe we have too many men here. I saw the referee pointing at the Bradley bench. And let's see. No, I think we're going to have an icing call actually against the Braves. A little bizarre. It was right at the red line, but obviously they said it was too deep. So face off in the Brave zone. Chance out front for David Flynn as he'll take it in the corner. Met by Cooney as the puck escapes the reach of Shadle. 9 minutes to play here in the first. 1-0 Braves. Sam Bryant able to swing this one up the boards for Etchison. Gave it away to Gilbert. Shot on goal. The save from Walter as it's taken into the corner. And over to the other side now for Bryant. Bryant will airlift this one out through center. Look out, that one goes into the penalty box area, and we'll get another stoppage here. But look at the shots on goal, Brandon. 13-4 right now in favor of the Redbirds, and they're down 1-0.
Yeah, I was just gonna note that if you're Bradley as a player or a coach, you're happy that you have the 1-0 lead, but you're not happy that the Redbirds have been absolutely dominating ever since that Tommy Davis goal. The offensive zone time straight for the Redbirds. I haven't seen really any opportunities for the Braves in the last few minutes.
Okay, he's trying to go for Spence, so he got stood up on the play. Pierce out there as well, and it's tipped in deep by Castino. Typically, the top line for the Redbirds this year has been Castino, Carcerano, and McEllen, but Colantonio is taking the spot of Carcerano here today on that top line for the Redbirds. And one of the things that head coach Michael Hernbrot told me was how important that top line is to him, as you see that top unit out there for the Redbirds right now. Ooh, big hit from Pierce as Carcerano went down hard, Colantonio. The shot from Gilbert goes wide. A big hit along the boards as the puck will release its way into the neutral zone. A lot of finishing of the checks here tonight. Gilbert back into the zone. Oh, nice move, Gilbert, inside. Walter got knocked down. He's without his stick. And boy, he might have taken a shot to the helmet there from Gilbert, who was just trying to finish the play. Kind of a freak play in front of the net there, Brandon.
It was a great move to get to the slot. I was really impressed from Gilbert's move there, but unfortunately with the backhand, his body weight drove him into Cole Walter, and hopefully Cole's all right. It looks to be all right, just a little bit shaken up.
So 7:40 to go here in this first period. Appreciate you joining us here on the Bradley Hockey Network. Matt Harrington here alongside Brandon Luisi. First of a handful of games for the Braves in the second semester. Download goes to the other side. Corey Kohut out there right now. Kohut working along the boards, trying to get past Tully as they move it ahead. Here's Tommy Davis, outnumbered. Davis inside, tough angle off the side of the cage in front. Back up top, Crandall the shot, that goes wide. And a good play on the sidewall there by the Redbirds. Back up top for Kohut. This is for Davis, who has to poke it around to the other side. Davis trying to play it there along the wall. Crandall with a good turnaround play at neutral ice. As it deflects in deep. Braves are going to switch. Jack Flood, the only one staying out there. Now off a stick, and here come the Redbirds. Right wing side, dumped in as they get around Flood. Walter will deposit it back below the goal line. 13-5 the shots in favor of ISU. That one hit the body of Etchison and will go for an icing here against the Braves. So not sure if Cooney has to come back out or not for the icing. Maybe not. He was getting right to the bench at that timing of the icing, so it looks like he will stay on the bench. Redbirds have certainly controlled the pace here early, but they do trail 1-0. That one deflects off a body and played up along the boards now. Melbon trying to work it here for Bradley. Flood and Etchison in there as well. Up top for Kelly. Kelly will shoot it. Blocker save Walter as it's Flood who's able to shovel it up to the top, and a good play off the stick of Straker. Now Flood possesses it here for the Braves. Trying to work around the defense. That one's lifted through center, but again, and we're going to have another icing here against the Braves. Been a little bit of a problem here for them in this first period.
Yeah, it's the fourth or fifth icing, I believe, on the Braves this period. However, if you're the Braves, the idea is to try and just get it deep into the Redbird zone, go for a line change, get some fresh guys out there. However, it's not working out for them right now. They're icing the puck and getting some defensive zone draws, so we'd like to see a little bit of a change from the Braves here coming up.
Top line back out there for the Redbirds as Castino wins it back. Gilbert trying to go for Colantonio. That'll go to the other side as Castino wins the foot race. McEllen also out there. Now Bryant swallows it up behind the cage, and he gets rocked there by Castino. Both of them went down on the play. Colantonio, the shot gets deflected in front. Battle for possession in the left corner here. Redbirds take a hold of it as it's grabbed by Colantonio. What an addition he's been for this Redbirds team. Shadle, Colantonio over the top as he'll follow up his own rebound. Colantonio sticking with it. Fan on the shot. Might have gotten a little help there from Melbon. Etchison in there to poke it as well. Gilbert trying to get it on goal and does. Pad save Walter. Back up top now. Dish down low. Handled in behind the net as Melbon is forced to play it to the line, but not out as it's blocked by Etchison. Now Etchison will scoop this one up. Braves stay onside. No, they don't. Straker just a little too antsy there, and a stoppage with 5:04 to go in this first period of play.
Yeah, just looking at the game so far, you've noticed the difference that Colantonio has made on this game. I mean, his speed, the way he handles the puck, the way he can maneuver around defenders, he's really been one of those vital pieces. And look at his ice time. He's been out there for majority of the period.
He sure has. And you look at the Illinois State bench, too. One of the things that they have the luxury of, Brandon, is having a very heavy roster, which means that they can get a lot of guys that are scratched and put in, so they always have fresh legs. That is something that Bradley does not have the advantage of doing this year due to the short roster that they have. Good play, though, here. Here's Bishop trying to take it himself, denied by Meyer. I think Bishop didn't get all of that he wanted on that one.
Looked like his stick was tied up.
Here's Bishop again, backhanded over the top. Shack on it for the Braves. This is Bradley's top line out here. Lucchese throws it toward the front. That goes down low for Bishop. Schmidt sends it wide. Funny bounce as it rolls right into the hands of Trevor Barrett. Now Barrett able to get it onside. Lucchese meets it there as he swivels it across. Andrew Schmidt now. Backhanded up ahead for Davis. Here's Davis leaving it back for Schmidt and back into Davis's corner. Davis met by a couple of players there. John Panos as well. Davis and Shack off the side of the net, really ran out of real estate there. And Schmidt doing a good job of keeping the line. This will come out to center as Kohut, fresh on the ice, gets it here for the Braves. Kohut, bad giveaway in front, and it goes off the stick of Flynn. Flynn over in the slot. Braves have been having a hard time here moving the puck tonight in this first period. Up through center, off the skate of Schmidt, or excuse me, of Spence. As they come across the line, Kelly gets the shot on goal. Walter the save. Rebound goes to the corner. Pierce muscles that off the glass over to the other side as the Braves able to flip it up. And this will be right on goal for Meyer. So no icing here against Bradley, allows them to freely change. Time winding down in the first, 3:10 to go between the Braves and the Redbirds. Here they come across the zone. Shot on goal goes wide from Radke. And Crandall able to swing that one up ahead. Good speed from Davis. He's on it. Here's Tommy Davis cutting inside as he gets taken down, and he drew a penalty in the process. Braves are going to go on the power play for the first time tonight.
That's one of the things we were talking about earlier. Tommy Davis's deceptive speed. It gets him some offensive zone time, a little bit of a break, one-on-one, and he draws a penalty and gives Bradley a chance to extend this lead with this penalty.
So that's going to be on Will Kelly for holding. And we'll get my PA stint in here, and then we'll get back to business.
Looks like the Braves have the line of Tommy Shack, Cam Etchison, Wes Straker, Corey Kohut, and I want to say it's Sam Lucchese out there as the Redbirds control off the draw and clear through center ice down into the Bradley zone. Lucchese controls for the Braves. 10 seconds gone on this power play for the Braves.
Braves will take it here as Lucchese tries to get things started. Off a stick, played right at the line for Shack as he takes the heavy hit along the boards. Good play there from Michael Rabkin. Lucchese in the slot for Etchison. Save Meyer. He's got it. There was all sorts of pressure in front of him there in the net, but he's able to make the save with 1:29 to go on the power play for the Braves.
That's one of the important things on a power play. You always want to get a body in front of the net, that extra person to take away the goalie's vision, try and get some shots in from the point, maybe get a deflection out in front, and get one in the back of the net.
Spence on the face-off here. Ryan Spence, that is, for the Braves. That one's cleared down nicely. Good job by the Redbirds to get it down at the length of the ice. almost out shooting Bradley here by a 2-1 margin, 15-8 in favor of the Redbirds, but the Braves have a chance to get that total up a little bit more here on the power play. Here's the freshman Melbon in front, backhander save. Trying to go back on low, save, Pierce, rebound. Clear to the wall, great saves by Meyer. Now Melbon finds Cooney as he takes it here in the corner. Spence, Cooney, and Melbon. Swung over now for Bryant. At the back door, Cooney loads it up, that's blocked. Good play. Dylan Lowther on the block there. Now for Bryant. His wrister save. Spence shoveling at the backhand. Cooney trying to get it there as well as Melbon struggles to stay on his feet, and it's cleared down by Illinois State. Long play by Walter. Look at that, right ahead for Zach Pierce. Pierce into the zone. Trying to hold it, had his pocket picked there by Rabkin, but sticks with it. Now Pearson on goal, that'll roll off the stick of glass and be handled for a whistle.
One of the things I've been noticing with Meyer, even after that first goal he allowed on the first shot on goal, he's been really strong now. Look at this on the power play for Bradley. They had a couple point-blank opportunities out in front, couple rebounds, and he's able to locate the puck and stop it with the pad and the glove as well.
Davis will take the face-off here for the Braves as he wins it for Etchison. Shoots that one high off the glass. That one had some sizzle to it as well. Now it's perhaps a shorthanded break. Rabkin cutting inside, good move. Here's Michael Rabkin sticking with it over on the backhand. Couldn't find his teammate. Lucchese takes the contact in the corner here for the Braves. Rabkin goes down. A Redbirds wanting a trip, not going to get it. That'll deflect off a stick, but it's going to be an icing against the Braves here with 36.8 seconds to go here in the first period.
And like we were saying, with that power play, the Braves can get those shots on goals back. Shots on goal total now 15-12 in favor of the Redbirds. So again, a little bit closer and a lot of opportunities there for the Braves. A lot of good opportunities with shots on goal there in that power play.
Big chance here for the Redbirds to try and equalize this game. 36.8 seconds remaining in the first period. Off the face-off, here's Colantonio. He'll send it up top for Gilbert. Blocked and a break for Bradley. Atchison with Davis. Here's Atchison, scores! Cam Atchison gets the Braves another one. It's 2-0.
Well, look at that second goal. Both of them high glove side on Meyer. Cam Etchison with an absolute snipe. He got some mustard on that one. And it looks like Meyer is in a little bit of distress, so I'm keeping my eye on that. I don't see the backup goaltender moving yet. However, Meyer looks to be in some real pain down on that bench.
Yeah, that's certainly something to keep an eye on, Brandon. And boy, he is really in some pain. And we'll see. Looks like the backup goaltender, I believe, Drew Shadle, getting ready potentially to go in this game. Meyer went down right away, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I was looking at the celebration, but this is not a good sign for the Illinois State Redbirds.
Yeah, Etchison, who shot at glove side, who saw Meyer, it looked like he was in a little bit of frustration originally, but when he stayed down for a couple seconds, then I knew, oh, yeah, he's in a little bit of distress, might have pulled something. Again, this is some of the first action we've seen for these teams in a little bit, so hopefully everything's all right with Meyer.
Trainer out on the ice now to look at Meyer. But boy, by the way he's looking right now, I mean, he's down on the ice, head near the ice. He's in a lot of pain, and I think it's very likely we're going to get a goaltending change here. And you hate to see it because Meyer's played so well in this game, despite the fact that he's given up 2 goals. And I think Shadle is getting ready to come in, but Meyer really having a hard time here as he's going to get helped off by a couple of teammates. And good to see him back on his feet. He's holding that leg, or dragging it really. Shadle's going to come in the game now for the Redbirds, but awful thing to see, regardless of who you're rooting for, is injury. And again, that's Andrew Meyer, the goaltender for Illinois State, number 35, the top right of your screen there, getting helped off. So that means it's going to be number 50, Jared Shadle, who will come in the game for Illinois State. He did play the game against Bradley earlier this year, in which the Braves scored 9 goals. So Shadle 2-2 record on the year, 4.34 goals against average, and a .844 save percentage. So that's a big loss for the Redbirds here, Brandon.
Most definitely, and as we were saying, Andrew Meyer playing an exceptional game so far. He's making some big stops. We're mentioning on Bradley's power play, making those saves on the rebounds out in front, point-blank shots. But, yeah, now we have 10 seconds left in the period. Tommy Davis looking to get something going for the Braves, moving through the neutral zone into the Redbird zone. Davis into the slot, takes a shot. That's blocked. Rebound out in front, blocked away as time will expire. And now Jared Shadle is down.
Oh, boy, this is not good. And I was doing the PA, Brandon, as you can probably tell. And now Shadle is going to get some help up here. And he looks to be okay. I think he just took the brunt of that contact. But, my goodness, what a wild end of this period. As, wow, a lot to say. Braves up 2-0 here, though, Brandon. And what a wild period that was. They got closer in the shots category, now only trailing in that by 1. But 2 goals, 1 from Etchison, 1 from Davis. And here we are at the end of the first 2-0 Bradley.
Yeah, it was a solid period from the Braves. Obviously, like we said, that middle part of the period dominated by Illinois State as they got a lot of shots on goal, a lot of offensive zone time. But Bradley responded well, getting a second on the board from Etchison. And the power play really sparked it, I think. It got more shots on goal, more offensive zone time, and now we stand at 2-0 Braves.
All right, we will step aside briefly for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to have a very special guest here that we will talk to. We will talk with Zach Daniels of the D3 team. We'll get to talk to him for a few minutes. And again, stick with us. We got about a 2-minute break coming up. Then we'll talk with Daniels, take another quick break, and then come back for the second period. Bradley and Illinois State Braves up 2-0 after 1. And we welcome you back to the Owen Center here in Peoria. First intermission between the Braves and the Redbirds. 2-0 lead for Bradley. Back here in the booth, I'm Matt Harrington. Pleased to be joined by a very special guest from the D3 team, Zach Daniels. Zach, how are we doing tonight?
Oh, pretty good. How about you?
Doing good. Thank you very much. I know you've had a great season to this point for the D3 team. Of course, you've been on the top line with Ethan Baker and Jared Honda. How's that been going for you? Are you enjoying playing with those two?
Oh, yeah, it's really good playing with them. We seem to work pretty well together, and good things happen when we're all on the ice, so it works good.
Certainly, and I know Baker is on the ice tonight for the D2 team. What's your thoughts on him making the jump here for the weekend? He's been looking pretty good out there so far, I think.
We're really rooting for him. We're hoping he does good, obviously, but hopefully he doesn't stay there for long because I'm going to miss him on my line.
Oh, certainly, and you guys unfortunately had a couple of your games canceled this weekend due to some COVID concerns with Omaha. But what are you most looking forward to about getting back on the ice and just being with the guys again?
Just like the funness that comes with it. Like everything's always fun, and like the games being canceled sucks, but we'll be fine whenever games come back, and hopefully it works well.
I want to talk a little bit about your performance this season. I know you've had several hat tricks. I think, is it 4, if I'm not mistaken, 4 or 5?
I think 3.
3, okay. So you've had 3 hat tricks this year. I mean, how do you consistently put out that kind of offensive production?
I just try to put pucks on net, in all honesty. Like even when I shoot, I don't try to aim that hard. I just try to make sure it hits the little 4x6 box and hope for the best.
For sure. And some of the viewers may not know this yet at home, but yours truly, Matt Harrington, is going to be joining the D3 team for the second semester. And, you know, we've had the opportunity to practice a few times. What are your thoughts on me joining the team? You excited?
I'm really excited for it. He brings a lot to the table, especially because we just need bodies at this point.
That's right.
But
yeah,
he's better than some of the guys, and he's worse than some, but he'll fit in very well. It'll be a good time.
Well, I'm looking forward to it for sure. And coming up, looking at your schedule, unfortunately had some games canceled next weekend as well, but trying to find a new opponent for you guys. And then later you guys play UW-Milwaukee and Wheaton to close out the year. And Wheaton you guys played earlier in this year. You split with them. What are your kind of thoughts going into that matchup? You told me, at least, or some of the other guys did, that you felt like you should have swept them, but now you have a chance to play them at home here at the Owen Center.
Genuinely losing to them still kind of stings, so I don't think we'll lose a game to them this time. I think we're all still a little bitter about it.
All right, well, those games will be on February 4th and 5th here at the Owen Center. Again, this is Zach Daniels of the D3 team. We want to thank him for taking time out of his day to join us here in the booth. But again, Bradley up 2-0, and we'll be back here, myself and Brandon Luisi, for the second period of play. Braves up 2-0 again. Thank you very much, Zach, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, we'll step aside and be back for the second period between the Braves and the Redbirds in just a bit. Welcome back to the Owen Center here in Peoria, Illinois. Just about ready to go before the second period between the Braves and the Redbirds. A 2-0 lead for the Bradley Braves, but some bad news, Brandon, for the Illinois State Redbirds as their starting goaltender, Andrew Meyer, has left the game due to an injury that he suffered in the final minute of the first period right after the Etchison goal. Was slow to get up and appeared to be limping on his way back to the Illinois State bench. So it looks like for the rest of the game, they're going to have to rely on Drew Shadle as their goaltender again for the rest of the way here, which is, you know, if you're Shadle, that's a great opportunity, but a tough spot to be thrown in already down 2-0.
Yeah, I'd say the one thing about Shadle is that Bradley has some experience, and I mean, it can go both ways, right? Shadle has experience against Bradley. Bradley has experience against Shadle. Not a good outing for him the last time that the Braves faced the Illinois State Redbirds, so he looks to turn it around, I guess maybe like a second chance, a redemption right here, as the game is still within reach. It's a 2-0 game, start of the second period. Illinois State's offense is very prominent, 15 to 14 shots on goal after the first period, so he's going to look to redeem himself here. Right-handed catching goalie, one of those, I guess you could say, not very common.
That's right.
In the,
you got to point it out every time.
Right.
So here we go for period 2 again. Redbirds actually led the shots on goal that period, 15 to 14. And we'll see if they can keep up the pace as here they come into the zone already. Colantonio trying to get it back in front as he ran into Walter there. And he'll take it up along the boards. Now Bishop up ahead for Bradley. Trying to play it there for the Braves, able to get it in deep as he stuffs it behind the cage. Top line out there to start for the Braves. McEllen, oh, look out, high sticks maybe coming. No, not coming. Looked like Colantonio got the stick of maybe a Braves player, and the referee, I think, just missed it, but that should have been a penalty against the Braves, but that will not be the case. So Bradley getting a break there. Spence up along the boards. Working here with a couple of players as our ice Mike takes a tumble there behind the play. Castino in front. Good save from Walter. And Spence will go play it out as he gets rocked at the line by Shadle. There's Drew Shadle, the defenseman number 4, and Jared Shadle, the goaltender number 50, out there for Illinois State right now. Now Kelly will play it here for Illinois State as it's pushed ahead. Here they come into the zone. A chance for Braun. That's deflected by Lucchese, and it goes out of play with 18:32 to go here in the second period of play.
A great back check there by the Bradley defense. They've been very strong as of late. Sam Lucchese getting back there, blocking that shot out of play. You know, you don't want to give Illinois State those unnecessary odd man rushes and put pressure on Cole Walter to make those big saves.
Off the face-off here. Braun up in the air, whacking at it as Flood, and pushed out of the zone by Bradley as it's cleared it down the ice. Neiman will go play it here for the Redbirds. As he slows the pace back behind the Redbird net. Just a couple minutes into the second period, 2 goals, one from Davis, one from Etchison here for Bradley in this game. Both, of course, back in the first period. Tuttle working along the boards here with Flood. Now Schmidt races over to the other side as he plays it in deep. Flood off the side of the net. Tuttle there as well, spinning around from trouble. Tuttle in for Flood. And now Davis trying to get it out but cannot, or keep it in rather, as now here come the Redbirds. Into the zone, Barrett meeting with Schmidt. Flown to the front as it's collected in by Flood, who forces it out of the zone. Davis able to tip it in as they'll race after this one. Tommy Davis into the corner here for the Braves. Cooney also in there to assist as he's met by Flynn. Battle for puck possession here. Kept in. Deflects off a skate. And here comes Illinois State out of the zone as Lucchese tracks it down. Perfect pass over here and back across for Etchison. Here's Etchison. His shot gets blocked. Redbirds come racing across neutral ice. Gliding into the zone, Radke. Walter gets it to the corner as it's played by Trzaska for the Redbirds. Etchison now for Bradley. Out ahead for Bryan as he missed the mark on that pass. Trevor Glass back to get it here for Illinois State. Now Glass will start the charge here for Bradley. Banked off a skate, up ahead, good play into the zone by Nate Radke. Bryant will hustle after this one, deflects off a stick, and Glass plays it here. Down low into the corner. Panos will leave it along the boards for Flynn. Now Glass in front, backhander, good save, Walter. Colantonio now for the Braves. We'll send it over for Glass, looking for the redirect, it goes wide as Kelly smothers it along the boards, and now Cooney able to force that one out as he gets it down the ice. For an icing with the Braves, but that's a good play to get a little breathing time here for Bradley.
Yeah, if you're going to take a face-off and it's got to be an icing, at least you get that 15, 20-second break. Hopefully, a big face-off win here for the Braves. They'll be able to get the puck out and get a line change going as they got some tired legs out there.
Want to give a big shout-out to some of the management team that's watching from home tonight. I know a lot of them haven't gotten back to campus yet. Oh, look out, Cole Walter. Well, a great glove save there, Brandon. Hold that thought. Cole Walter, though. Wow, what a stop.
All right, Cole Walter flashed that leather. That was probably one of his best saves of the night. He's got 17 saves now and all 17 shots for the Redbirds, or for the Braves, actually.
As I was saying, though, big shout-out to some of our managers watching from home. I know Georgina Buckland is on board, Scott Chernobrov. Appreciate them tuning in to the broadcast, and, of course, have some managers on staff here tonight. Lexi Lovato, Megan Jacobson in the house, and the rest of our management team, Elizabeth Brenizer, Sarah George, just to name a few, and appreciate all the effort they do because a lot of this would not be possible without their help, so we do appreciate their help. We're going to have a penalty coming up here against Bradley. Shale goes to the bench, and here we go for the first Redbird power play of the second period. Interference call here against the Braves.
Yeah, it's another opportunity for the Redbirds to get back into the game. Looks like Corey Kohut, the guilty party for the Braves, as Illinois State will be entering their second power play of the game, first of the period, as Matt alluded to. And yet again, another defensive zone draw for the Braves as they look to kill this one off. They did really well in that first penalty kill as they were able to get the puck out frequently, get it out fast, and not allow too many opportunities for the Redbirds. A one-timer from the point goes wide. That went off the stick of Radke. Now it's kept in at the line.
And here we go, Redbirds able to come out through center now after it's blocked with Spence. Again, for those that don't know, we're a little short-handed on staff tonight, so I'm serving as both the play-by-play announcer and the public address announcer, so that's why Brandon's been filling in for me in those little gaps. Appreciate your help, Brandon. Shot there off the crossbar from the point, nearly making this game 2-1. Braun now back up top, loaded up, and that goes wide of Walter. Bryant clears it down, and down the length of the ice it will go, but it feels like Illinois State's power play is starting to come together here, Brandon.
Yeah, now it's the second power play. They got one under their belt. Bradley did a great job of killing that first one off, but now a lot of opportunities here for the Redbirds.
Across the line, handled at the left wing side. McEllen along the boards, dishes it off. Looking for an open lane, now back up top. Gilbert with a drive, trickles wide. And Lucchese will send this one off the boards and out of the zone. Good play there by the Braves. Now Bishop and Cooney. Here's Cooney, saucer for Bishop. Great save, rebound, Shadle's got it. Oh, wow, what a stop to keep this game at 2-0. Best save of the game from him so far.
What a play by Seth Bishop as well. A saucer pass from Cooney. Bishop able to knock it down out of midair and get a solid shot on net. A great save from Shadle, and Cooney doing a great job of going to the front of the net for the rebound, but Shadle got the better of him.
I'd also like to give a big shout out to one of our former broadcasters who is watching tonight. Bo Woodcock is in the house, so it's great to see that Bo is on board with us tonight. And of course, we hope Bo is doing well, and really enjoyed getting to call games with him over the past few years, so great to see that Bo Woodcock is on board, and we miss you as well, Bo, here up in the booth. Illinois State back into the zone as it goes through the crease, and Castino trying to leave it here for Kelly. Now Bishop trying to go for Cooney, and across the line it goes McEllen. They're offside. That was a close play, and the Redbirds do not like that call at all.
Seems like a couple of calls from both sides that they are not agreeing with referees tonight. However, we play on with 14 seconds remaining on this Redbird power play. Looks like the draw is going to be just outside the Redbird zone as well.
Not a whole lot of shots in this period so far for either team. See if that changes over the next couple of minutes or so. Taken by Colantonio. Here come the Redbirds. This is Kelly through center. Will Kelly avoids the contact from Bryant, but he got a stick in there, and that's going to be a penalty against the Braves. A trip on Sam Bryant, and just like that, as exactly the penalty expires, the Braves go back. I mean, 2 minutes exactly on the dot, and Braves go back to the PK here.
Yeah, an unfortunate penalty to take there for the Braves. Sam Bryant's second penalty this game. That one going for tripping. I believe his first one was for interference. So the Redbirds yet again getting another opportunity on the power play here. Bradley's got to stay strong on this third penalty kill. Again, they were just shorthanded for exactly 2 minutes, and now another 2 minutes, so almost like a double minor. But it looks like the Braves are staying strong as Cole Walter makes the save.
Yeah, big stop there for Cole Walter. Just 4 seconds into this power play, and we'll get another whistle here. We'll see how Braves can kill it off again. This is a big chance for Illinois State, getting some A-plus opportunities here in this game. Off the boards now. Tully will send this one back up top. Sent over as Gilbert holds it. Him and Radke out there as a defenseman. Now up top for Braun. Trying to swivel it down low. Barron's at a tough angle here for the Redbirds as he'll send it to the other side now. Barron's through the body of Spence over for Gilbert. Now Gilbert dishes off one-timer. Pad save Walter. They score. It snuck through the 5-hole of Cole Walter, and it's a power play goal for the Redbirds. They're right back in it. It's 2-1.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a funny bounce out in front. I don't know if it was off a rebound, which it looks like it is, the way they're going back to the bench. However, Cole Walter just wasn't able to locate the rebound, and it gave the Redbirds an opportunity to get a power play goal. They're now 1 for 3 on the night.
55, 77, and 9, if I heard that correctly, for the Redbirds. And we'll get that goal announced for you here on the PA system. But again, Brandon, if you're Illinois State, I mean, that's exactly what you need at this point in the game.
It is a brand new game now as the Braves control. Cooney moving into the zone as he takes the hit, dumps it in. Colantonio taking it for the Redbirds now. Moving out of the zone, dropping it back for Trevor Glass. He'll loop it into the Bradley zone. Take it away, Luke Pace, stretch pass ahead, out of the reach of Cam Etchison as Shadle is out to play it. Etchison throws it toward the middle, batted away, now to the right wing, Etchison once again. Board battle ensues, squirts loose to the slot.
And Redbirds take a hold of it here as it comes through the zone. And now played in perfectly. Here's a chance. Glass gets the shot deflected from Lucas. And now into the corner here as McEllen is tied up with Cooney. And that puck will come free here for Shack, who chops it and goes into the bench out of play. Maybe a little bit of the dramatics there from Casey Colantonio trying to draw a penalty. Not going to able to do so there, so we remain at even strength here.
He's rolling around like he's jumping out of a car going 70 on the highway. Oh, my goodness.
Neutral zone face-off after the puck went into the Redbird bench, so it's handled here by the Redbirds as they take it. Fired in deep by Tully. Ref nearly got taken out. Now up along the boards as it goes in deep, shoveled out of there. Kelly collects it here for Illinois State. Tipped in deep and across the zone for Tully. Tully throws it to the front. Good save from Walter. Shack had a little trouble there with the rebound. As Braun able to force it there. And Tully on the loose puck. Thrown to the top, and that's scooped out of midair by Walter for the stop with 11:37 to go in the period. But the Redbirds, again, Brandon, have drawn closer, getting one of their goals back to make it 2-1.
Yeah, and even though they've scored that one goal, I don't think it's phased Cole Walter. It was an unfortunate goal that scored it through the 5-hole like you were saying. However, still Walter very strong tonight, 19 saves on 20 Redbird shots.
Face off to the right of Walter. Quick shot there blocked as it's handled by Andrew Spence and Ryan Spence. The brothers coming together to make a play there. Now Camilleri, perfect pass over on the left side. Wrister save Walter. He lined that one up perfectly. Maybe one of his more underrated stops of the night right there.
Yeah, it seemed like the defense was backing up a little bit too much. Saw him a little bit behind the hash marks there. However, Walter was able to come up with that big save to keep this a 1-goal game in favor of the Braves.
21-16 the shots on goal in favor of Illinois State. Off the draw. That deflects out of the zone, and here comes Pierce. Pierce holding on to it now. Sends it over, but that'll deflect off the boards, and I believe, no, just had the arm up for the official for a moment. No penalty, though. Redbirds played ahead through center. Rabkin sticking with it here as he goes into the corner. Now played up along the sideboards. Mishandled. Now Kelly shoots it. Blocker save from Walter. Pierce able to angle this one off the boards and into neutral ice. And that'll deflect out of play. Look out. The folks down there in the box, Lexi Lovato and Megan Jacobson, have to keep their head on a swivel there.
Yeah, whenever you're down near ice, you have to watch out for those flying pucks. We might have to have a sign here like they have the baseball games. Watch for flying foul balls.
Well, you can't say four like you're in golf or anything like that, so you absolutely have to be paying attention. And trust me, it is not fun to get hit by a puck. Thankfully, nobody was right there. Here's Davis now in the corner for Bradley. Able to win the puck battle. Davis goes back up top for Lucchese. Now Lucchese swivels it down low for Davis. Davis up top for Schmidt. Schmidt deflects and just sent wide in front of the net there by David Tuttle. Looks like the Braves have mixed up the lines a little bit here in the second period. Flood, nice job. Flood in front, working at it, and it's covered by Shadle for another whistle. And that's a big save from him to keep this game at 2-1.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a different goalie than we saw back at Illinois State back in September. However, he's coming up big for the Illinois State Redbirds here, making a few key saves in the second period.
Face off to the right of Shadle. Off the draw, Etchison pulls the trigger right in the center of that Redbird logo. Another good stop for Shadle. I'll tell you what, he has looked really good since coming into this game for the injured Meyer. It's not easy to do in a rivalry game like this, but he has done a tremendous job so far. Now trying to poke at it there are the Braves. Puck comes free for Tully. Trying to send it for Barron as it's intercepted in a giveaway here by Melbon. Cross the line, Redbirds stay on side. Tully lost his footing. And here comes Straker. He's got Cooney with him. Cooney into the zone for Straker. Slows it down. Wes Straker. Left wing side for Etchison. Takes it down low. Sends it over for Bryant in the right corner as it goes around to the other side here. Etchison works it for Cooney. Braves trying to continue to get their lead back. Bryant over the top, or multi-goal lead that is, as that hit off the glass. Now gathered by the Redbirds as it's pushed out of the zone. Good play, Melbon redeeming himself. Now a turnover here as Etchison couldn't handle it. Tully weaves his way through the defense. Here's Connor Tully. Good stick lift there. Puck will come out through center as it's dumped in by Lowther. Redbirds have to tag up here on the delayed offside. 9:04 to go. We're just over halfway through this hockey game. It's been a good one. Thanks for joining us here on the Bradley Hockey Network. 2-1 lead for the home Braves in this War on I-74 rivalry. Bishop scores! Seth Bishop with a snipe, and it's 3-1 Braves.
What a shot there from Bishop. An underrated play out here. It all started from Sam Bryant, who actually stopped that breakaway for Illinois State as we get the goal call here from the referee. Bryant stopped that puck at center ice and got the puck into the zone. Bishop was there along the left wing, right by the faceoff circle and the hash marks, and he was able to snipe one blocker side on Shadle.
Big one for Bishop, who snaps out of a little bit of a point funk as well. Hadn't had a goal in a few games, and so Bishop doing a good job to get back on the board. And I'll go ahead and announce this next PA goal here as soon as we get a stoppage or within the next handful of seconds. But Crandall up the boards now for Bishop as he stood up at the line. McEllen with it for the Redbirds, bumping it back down low. Out of the zone and handled by Coat as the Braves will take charge of it here. Coat Back ahead for Bishop. Here's Bishop. Nice move. Couldn't pull the trigger as it goes into the corner. All right, we'll go back to the PA system now as Brennan will momentarily take over after this chance from Colantonio. Goes wide. Colantonio will follow it up.
Now board battle ensues. Back out to the point, taken by the Braves. Tommy Davis with speed tries to advance one into the neutral zone, taken away by Kelly, regained by Crandall. Into the zone for Spence. He throws one on net just wide. Rebound to Kelly of the Redbirds. Spence battling for it. That's Andrew Spence, I believe. Yes, that is Andrew Spence. As it's rung around by the Redbirds, kept in at the line. Now down low behind the net.
Braves, big hit down low there as looked like Pierce went down for Bradley. And Lucchese able to keep the zone as Illinois State will play it out here. Good job by Kelly, and now Spence will go back for Lucchese. Up the boards for Andrew Spence. Now Pierce with a break. Pierce, gets drilled up high, and I'm not sure why that wasn't called a penalty. Pierce is down. Oh boy, that is not good as it's thrown in, and not sure if we're going to be able to get a replay, but Pierce took a hit up high, and maybe you just caught the tail end of it there on the replay, but boy, that was a nasty hit. And I'm really not sure why that wasn't called a penalty, Brandon, because that was straight to the head, it looked like, at least from our vantage point up here.
Yeah, I kind of unsure as to why that wasn't a penalty as well. I mean, obviously we're hoping the best for Zach Pierce. However, I don't know if it was a shoulder or if it was an elbow that came up, but something definitely came up, and it was a hit to the head. So it'll be interesting to see. I think the refs are grouping up together here as we're getting a little bit a replay back here.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't see it on our screen, but we're rewinding our YouTube stream here to see if we can see this hit. But Pierce took a shot to the head, and we'll see if we can get a little bit of a better vantage point. But no penalty was called on that play. And let's see if we can.
Coming up here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wow.
That is a clear hit to the head after looking back on it here on a replay.
And it did look like the shoulder. Didn't look like an elbow. It looked like the shoulder did come up and hit Pierce as he is alert.
Which is a good sign, of course. And I'm trying to see the number for Illinois State that did it. Not sure if we're going to be able to tell here. I couldn't tell. Maybe that was Shadle. I don't want to assume anything, but
sure.
Biggest thing right now is that Pierce is down still for Bradley. And head coach Brian Hamilton talking now with the referees about how this is going to get assessed. But I'll tell you what, you can make a play, right, on an open ice hit. But as soon as you leave your feet or you go right to the head, that just can't happen. And I get it. It's a rivalry game. You want to lay the body. And if you do it in a clean fashion, go right ahead. But that is a nasty hit. And Zach Pierce getting helped out as that was a brutal hit on Pierce. And hopefully he's okay. I doubt he returns to this game. He's going to go straight into concussion protocol here.
Yeah, and I know Coach Hamilton was getting an explanation. I don't think now an explanation is being given to the ISU head coach, and we're going to see as the refs did group up for a little bit. Does not look like a penalty will be assessed, however.
Wow. I don't know if the refs just missed it or if they just decided that it wasn't enough, but I don't know how that goes uncalled. I mean, it doesn't matter, what kind of result of the play is. If you go for the head, that's a penalty.
Yeah.
Head contact all day.
Yeah.
Wow, talk about a break for Illinois State. No penalty, and Walter will get the save off the whistle. Maybe that lights a fire, though, under the Braves here, up 3-1.
Yeah, Zach Pierce being, one of the big offensive producers for this D2 team, obviously a big loss. And again, we hope the best for him as well. But yeah, maybe it does light a fire for the Braves and they get some offense going here and maybe take a 3-goal lead as we move on.
Here's Ethan Baker back out on the ice now for the Braves. In there as well is Tuttle. And here is Baker. Shoots it just wide of the glove of Shadle. Now up the boards as it's played. And it moved into the neutral zone. Up ahead here for Camilleri. Drops it back. Shoots that one blocked. Rebound. Walter going way out to make the save. And now Tuttle will play it up ahead here for Baker, who tries to make a move on it. And Flood will have to be slowed at the line as it just trickles in on Shadle. 6:20 to play, 3-1 lead for the Bradley Braves on home ice here. It's been a wild game so far. Drew Shadle in as backup after the injury to Andrew Meyer. And on the Bradley side of things, of course, Zach Pierce is probably done for the night with a potential concussion for the Braves. Back up top, good save. Rebound, Walter juggling it in front, and he's got the glove on it for the whistle with 5:55 to go here in the second. And a little pushing and shoving here from both of these teams after the whistle.
As we see another collision on Nicole Walter. Trying to see that number. Do not have my glasses on. I believe that is 46 for the Redbirds.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a number for that player. And I'm going to see if maybe we can find it here. 46 is Billy Carroll. Typically wears 76. So that's Carroll out there for the Redbirds. And we'll see how they do off this offensive zone faceoff. Off the draw, quick shot, no problem for Walter, who had the glove ready there, and active for the Braves.
Cole Walter, 24 saves now on 25 shots. I'm sure that is updated right now. A very solid game from him, per usual, as we now almost expect from Cole Walter. He's been, again, just a solid piece for this Bradley team.
Been very solid indeed. Big reason why they've won so many games. Pushed out ahead, Cooney, 3-on-1 developing. Cooney over for Etchison, trying to shoot it there, and they just ran into each other. Little help from the defense as well. Now Bryant trying to go up the boards here for Colantonio, who's got it here for Illinois State. Shovels it up ahead, looking for the stick of Castino. Tie up in the corner comes from McEllen. This is that top line for the Redbirds as Bishop plays it ahead with speed. Bishop cutting inside, shoots it over the top. He was looking for his second of the night there, but it goes out of play with 5:04 to go in the period.
I know Bishop saw some room glove side there. However, his first goal was blocker side, so maybe go back to blocker side on that shot there to get your second goal of the night.
Face off to the left of Shadle. Davis and Tully in the circle as Tully wins it back for Illinois State. Redbirds pick it up, send it along the boards for Braun. Crandall meets it there. Over for Davis. Davis holds it, shoots it. That deflected, I think, it off of Shack into the corner. Kohut will ring it around to the other side as the Redbirds play it up ahead. Braun into the zone as he meets Davis. Hops around him, nice move. Braun up the boards for Tully. Tully muscles it back for Kelly, who mishandled it for a moment but still sticks with it. Tully, dish down low. He'll set up in front of the net. Pass broken up, and Crandall jumping on that loose puck. Fires it ahead for Tommy Shack. Here is Shack. Pass over for Davis. Backhander wraparound, and he's broken up by Drew Shadle. Great defensive effort there from Drew Shadle to keep that one out of the net. Now the Redbirds trying to start something of their own. That's going to be too far. And an icing against the against the Redbirds. But, oh, man, Tommy Davis came oh so close to giving Bradley their first 3-goal lead of the night.
Yeah, great chance there for Davis as he hangs his head going back to the Bradley bench. I mean, what a play. He realized that the goaltender was down, decided to go to his backhand for a wraparound and put it into the open net. But was it Jared Shadle's brother coming to his defense there?
Good play indeed. Kelly off the stick. Braves keep it in. Shoved down low here, under 4 to play in the period. Braves 3-1 lead. Goals from Bishop, Etchison, and Davis for Bradley in the lone Illinois State goal, going to Nate Radke, number 55. Chance for the Redbirds, picked off by Lucchese. Good play by him as it's played by Spence up ahead for Baker. Redbirds trying to get it out. Good play by by Ryan Spence. And we're going to have a penalty here, I think, against the Redbirds. Roughing call right in front of the Bradley bench here, Brandon, on that dump-in, and obviously the official was on it right away.
Yeah, it's going to be another opportunity for this Bradley power play. Going to be their second of the game, hoping to get a power play goal as they were unsuccessful on the first power play. 3:20 remaining in the second period, looking to get one late and extend this to a 3-goal lead. Again, we're getting that first power play line out for the Braves. So Tommy Davis, Wes Straker, Cam Etchison, Sam Luke Case. And on the far, far right side, we have Corey Kohut looking for the one-timer on the right side.
All right, let's see what Bradley can do on another power play chance here. They are 21.6% entering play here this evening. And of course, they had a power play chance earlier in the game as well. But Redbirds clear as Lucas will dish it back here as the Braves get set up. 3:04 to go in the period. Cross the line, Davis using his speed. Here's Davis wheeling it around. Goes up the ball here. Sent over, and Lucas holds it. Across now for Kohut. Will circle it, send it over to the left wing side. Shot from Straker, glove save Shadle. No problem for him as the clock stops with 2:43 in the period and 1:23 on the Bradley power play.
It's still nice to get those pucks toward the net during the power play. You never know if you take a funny bounce. Always get the puck toward the net. Good things happen when you get pucks toward the net. Exactly what Straker was doing there, and a nice save from Shadle as well.
Off the draw, Gilbert swings it up the boards. Bryant able to win it there as it's played here by Cooney. Down low for Ryan Spence. Spence will dish it up along the boards. Now get it back. High slot shot, scores! Trevor Cooney, power play goal. And the Braves make it 4-1, their first 3-goal lead of the night.
3 goals scored by Bradley have been scored high glove side, that top third of the goal, and Trevor Cooney netting one home. What a goal from the Braves right there on the power play. Now each team has a power play tally in this game.
That's a big one for the Braves as they increase their lead here to 4-1 with time winding down in this period. But I'll tell you what, the fact that they have had all these things go against them, of course Pierce out, and now they've gotten a couple on Shadle here as well. And a big one for the Braves to make it 4-1. So we'll see how they react as they fire it in deep and push it down low into the corner. Swung around to the other side as it's played up the wall by the Redbirds. Out of the zone, Trevor Glass, that's a delayed offside for the Redbirds, so they'll have to tag up here. Braves keep playing it. Up ahead it goes. Picked off by Illinois State. Cooney trying to slide it over. Good intercept. Out ahead as it goes ahead. Breakaway for Colantonio. And he sent it wide. Great chance for the Redbirds, but it goes wide of the mark. Trevor Cooney trying to stay with it here. And a big hit along the boards for the Braves. And now it'll be handled by Lucas. We'll get the PA goal here at the next stoppage of play. And if we don't get it, I'll just announce it here in a little bit. Pass across. Lowther! Net came off its moorings, so they'll have to blow the whistle here dead, as Brandon will now finally have a chance to talk.
Well, a 4-1 lead now for the Braves. 1:14 left in that second period. A commanding three-goal lead for the Braves now. Shots on goal still in favor of ISU, however, 25-24 as we get a defensive zone draw for the Braves. And the aforementioned Trevor Cooney, as Matt Harrington's making the PA announcement, is out on the ice to take this draw against Connor Tully. And the Braves will win it and bounce it along the boards. Moving out now, Straker.
And here we go, Illinois State taking possession. Chance in front, thrown in on goal. Good save, Walter. A tie-up comes to Shack as it's pushed out of the zone.
1 minute remaining in the period, 1 minute.
Flipped in deep as Lucas will go up the wall trying to find the stick of Shack. Puck comes to the line and out of the zone. I'll tell you what, this has been a little bit of a challenge here, Brandon, trying to do PA and play-by-play. But I think I'm getting through it.
Jack of all trades, Matt.
38 seconds to go in the period as it goes back behind the net. Shadle will handle it here for the Redbirds. Chance from Kohut, save Bishop. And Davis was out there looking for the rebound as well. as it's pushed up the wall here for Illinois State. Chance they are offside at the line as Braun didn't like the call as he angrily fired it into the glass.
We also got some extra pushing and shoving. Trevor Barrett getting an extra shove there on Tommy Shack.
So 4-1, the lead now for the Bradley Braves, who are in a good position here down the stretch of this game. 22.7 seconds to go in the second period. Appreciate you all joining us here on the Bradley Hockey Network. Matt Harrington alongside Brandon Luisi and Gavin Mink as well joining us on camera here this evening as well. Coat working with Shack. And now goes back for Crandall, who has a little bit of trouble there. Intercepted. Here's Carroll on goal, and a good save, Walter, as Bishop will play it out of the zone right back in as it's handled by Crandall, who will just elect to hold it here or maybe send it up the wall one more time. And that will do it for the second period of play. The Braves add 2 more goals, and they take a 4-1 lead into this second intermission, Brandon. And another good period for the Braves now in the driver's seat here pretty firmly.
Yeah, I think that third goal by Seth Bishop was probably the most important of the period. Illinois State gets one back, an unfortunate bounce out in front. Cole Walter didn't really see it well. Bounced through the 5-hole. However, Seth Bishop getting that goal back in the momentum back in Bradley's favor, and then getting a fourth one as well, and taking that 3-goal lead going into the third period.
So we'll see if the Braves can close it down with a 3-goal lead here. 4-1 Braves after 2. Again, thanks for joining us here on the Bradley Hockey Network. We'll step aside for the second intermission, and when we come back, we'll have the third period as the Braves look to take sole possession of second place in the MACA standings. Stick with us. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back here to the Owen Center in Peoria, Illinois, as we get ready for our third and final period of play between the Braves and the Redbirds here in Peoria. 4-1 lead for Bradley after 2 periods of play. A goal from Bishop, goal from Cooney, goal from Etchison, and a goal from Davis so far for the Braves, Brandon. So we're getting that equal distribution of scoring from the Braves lineup here this evening.
Yeah, a lot of different guys on the score sheet that we're seeing. 2 guys, though, have multi-point nights. Tommy Davis goal and an assist, and Seth Bishop as well with a goal and an assist. It's good to see different Braves, though, get on that score sheet, get their point totals up on the year.
Yeah, Bishop's had a good game tonight as well. Snapped out of a little bit of a funk that he had coming into this one. Didn't have any points in his last 5 games, but he's got 2 of them so far tonight. And he had 6 entering play here this evening. So a good night from Seth Bishop. See if him and the rest of the Braves can keep it going, as that top line that Bishop was promoted to for this game has certainly paid off for head coach Brian Hamilton and the rest of the crew. Braves will take possession here as it's Melbon. Again, winner of this game takes sole possession of first place in the MACHA standings, or the MACA as they often call it. And it's safe to say, Brandon, that very well could pretty much clinch the spot as well with a win here tonight.
Yeah, since I believe we mentioned that ISU has games against the number 8 team in the MACA, and that was McKendree, and then the Braves have against Illinois. So all elementary after this, hopefully, for both teams.
Davis takes it here. Melbon, rather, for the Braves as he scoops it up ahead along the board. Shadle bumped off the puck, sticks with it, though. Shadle, shot, save, rebound, score! Cashed in at the back door. Nicholas Castino with his 11th goal of the year, and the Braves are now down or up by only 2 here.
Yeah, an unfortunate bounce for the Braves there as the initial shot goes off the pad. Rebound right on the doorstep.
33-4.
As we get the official scoring from the referees. 33 Castino from Shadle. And now only a 2-goal lead for the Braves. A quick response in the third period for the Redbirds. Not what you want to see if you're the Braves. Got to kind of tighten down on the defense here and make sure you don't allow another one quick.
Yeah, that's a big goal for the Redbirds to give them a little bit of life here in this period. And we'll see how they respond after that goal as they come right back in with speed. Trying to move around the zone, and a good play as it will go to the corner. And I will announce the PA goal as Brandon will take over here for play-by-play for just a moment.
Behind the net, Crandall coming out with it, throwing it up the boards, a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Here comes Ryan Spence with Zach Pierce, who is back out on the ice. Spence out in front, a shot blocked as well. Now Schmidt moving in, shooting, and a big save. Rebound out in front. It's loose, the backhander on net, stopped. Rebound goes to the near corner. Corey Kohut. Now Ryan Spence. Now back out to the point as Matt, I don't know if you saw, Zach Pierce is back out on the ice.
Yes, I forgot to mention that. I'll give you some explanation at the next whistle, and I've got an update for you on Meyer as well, so we'll discuss those injuries here in just a moment. But here come the Redbirds, 2-on-1 the other way. Here's the shot, and it goes over the top. Braun was searching for the rebound there as well as it comes out for Illinois State. Trzaka will slow it down, but Brandon, you see the push here from the Redbirds. They know that it's desperation time right away, and they've already got that 1 goal here in this period. Flynn able to push it deep here. Takes it down low for ISU. Flynn holding it here. Down by 2 are the Redbirds. Flynn sticks with it. Banks it off the boards. Cycled down low for Panos. Goes back up top now. Lowther hands it off on the boards. Back up top. Feels like a power play for ISU. Feigned on by Trzakis. He gets leveled by Pierce. Now here's Davis the other way. Tommy Davis scooping it around as he holds it on the outside. In front for Flood and steered away by Shadle. Good play as Melbon races in for the Braves. Flood and Melbon now back as he gets a hold of it and sends it deep for the dump in here for Bradley. Pace of play has picked up quite a bit here in this third period. Redbirds tipping that one through center. Melbon into the zone for a moment as it's met by Panos and slowed down. See Colantonio, who has not gotten on the score sheet yet tonight for ISU, trying to change that here as he takes it around the outside. McEllen, Colantonio, across for Shadle, loads it up, save Walter. No rebound as we get the stoppage with 16:34. So Brandon, you asked about Zach Pierce. Got a chance to talk to assistant coach Johan Dahlin during the intermission, and what he told me was that it was actually not the head that got hit from Pierce, it was the jaw. And so he was medically cleared by the trainer to come back in this game. So Pierce, wearing number 2 for Bradley tonight, back in after a jaw injury. And so that's why you see him back out there. We thought that he was done for the game for sure until I talked to assistant coach Johan Dahlin, and he gave me the good news on Pierce. On the other side of things, talked with the assistant coaches for Illinois State. They told me that Andrew Meyer suffered a groin injury that they fear that he could be done for the season. Potentially, they'll have a closer look at it, of course, after. But bad news for the Redbirds. Here's Colantonio deflected in front just wide as Straker plays it up to the boards. Redbirds pressing here. Shadle trying to get out of, whacked right in the face was Straker. That's a high stick coming here on Castino. Straker sent to the ice. We'll get the stoppage with 15:44 to go. Pretty obvious penalty there, Brandon, as you could hear the whack from up here in the booth.
Yeah, and it was right in front of a referee, too. So Bradley will be going to their 3rd power play of the game, looking for their 2nd power play tally and a 3-goal lead as well. They look to regain that lead back as we see that first power play line out there for the Braves: Davis, Straker, Etchison, Kohut, and Luke Case. Redbirds control the draw, and then as they look to clear, that is Gilbert, who's able to get it all the way down. Chasing back is Carroll for the Redbirds, taken back by the Braves' Kohut as he starts out behind his own net.
Again, thanks to Brandon for helping me fill in momentarily. I'm doing the play-by-play and the PA tonight for those that are just joining us at home. And it's been a little bit of a challenge, but Brandon is certainly making things easier, so appreciate your help. Glove down here by Straker. Sent over to the other side. A wrist shot, save Shadle, and the rebound bounced loose and cleared down by Illinois State. 1:20 to go on the power play for the Braves. The Case will send it around to the other side. Straker along the boards, takes the contact and shovels it over ahead. Davis extending that goal streak. Kohut again, 5 games in a row with a goal. That's on the line here entering this 3rd period, so we'll see if maybe he can extend that nice little streak that he's had going. 50 seconds to play in the Bradley power play. 14:30 in the 3rd. Braves lead 4-2 here in the 3rd. Cross it goes. Into the zone, Melbon. Slowing it down. Zach Melbon lost the handle, and it's cleared down the ice by the Redbirds again. Doing a much better job on this penalty kill. 30 seconds to go now on the power play. Shots on goal in the game, 33-28 in favor of Illinois State. Braves come across the zone. Pierce trying to play, and backhanded in deep by the Redbirds. This has been a very solid penalty kill here for Illinois State. Ryan Spence now meeting with McEllen along the boards. Chopped at there and played it at neutral ice. Schmidt will send it in deep, and that will do it. So the Redbirds back at full strength here with 13:40 to go in the period. Unsuccessful are the Braves on the power play. Outlet pass connects to McEllen. Good feed on the backhand. McEllen around the outside, holding it here for Illinois State. Bank back up top for Shadle. We'll send it over for Colantonio. Trying to get it to the front, and it's loose there as it's handled now by Pierce. And now up along the boards is Colantonio. Pass over for McEllen out of his reach. He'll swallow it up along the boards. McEllen in the slot. Good save, Walter, up in the air. Handled now by Colantonio. Colantonio back for Shadle. Good deceptive move there. Here's Kelly, the shot. Deflects in front. Jam save by Walter. Redbirds with their best push maybe of this game. Now back up top for Kelly. Kelly will send it down low. Bobbled a bit there. Flood trying to reach it in front of Castino as they keep the zone. Kelly slides it across for Shadle. Shadle fanned on it. Gets it behind the net as it goes over for McEllen on the right boards. Kelly This is not a power play, by the way. This is even strength. Illinois State with great puck possession here. Dropped in the slot. Baker gets a stick on it. Wobbles to Flood. And now it's cleared out of the zone, and Bradley can finally get a change, at least a couple of guys. Gilbert, and they're way offside there, as looked like Castino was coming off, but not enough. So we remain at that face-off outside the zone. 12-14 to go, Brandon. And Illinois State giving it their all here. You can tell they sense that desperation in the air.
Yeah, they've had some fantastic offensive opportunities. This period has started off in the first 8 minutes. 1 goal. However, Cole Walter has stayed strong. 36 saves on 38 shots now in this game. He is standing on his head for this Bradley team and keeping his team in it.
Down low it goes. Neiman will play it here. Up the boards. Shack trying to shovel it to the net as it's met by the stick of Gilbert. Illinois State up the boards. Crandall making a play on it here. As Davis couldn't reach it, delayed offside, Redbirds tag up. Coat smothers it here for the Braves. Billowed off the boards. Shack comes across the line. Neiman right there as well. Up the boards now for Davis. Good play over off the stick of Bishop, who's looking for his 3rd point of the night. Now Bishop tie up in the corner as Shack stumbles to his feet. Pass over for Bishop off the skate of him. Now Shack gathers it in front, looking for a man. Coat fakes the shot, goes over for Shack, who fans on it there. Not much he could do with it. And the Redbirds take possession. Good play, though, by Davis to keep the pressure on. 11 minutes to go in regulation. Bradley with a 4-2 lead over Illinois State. As here come the Redbirds. Cross the line, Flynn shoots it in on goal, kicked away by Walter. Now up along the boards. Flynn sticking with it again, scores! A big wrister from David Flynn, and Illinois State is within 1 with 10:48 to go.
Yeah, they're really putting that pressure on like they were saying, and Flynn was able to wrist one glove side on Cole Walter. Not too much he can do about it, although he was frustrated. He just got in the best position he could and was unable to stop it.
70-55.
So you hear the assist, Nate Radke getting the secondary assist. That's his 2nd point of the night, Brandon, in a big one for the Braves. I'm sorry, for the Redbirds.
Yeah, it's now a 1-goal lead for the Braves. It was 4-1 to start this period. We still got 10:45 to go as Malbon takes it in the zone for the Braves. A shot is blocked out in front by Drew Shadle, coming back to the Redbirds with a rush. Here they come. The Redbirds in the zone, across the shot. Big save, Walter! And he is going to locate and hold. That is a momentous save there for Cole Walter as he just allowed the 3rd goal of the game for the Redbirds. However, was able to go laterally from his right to his left and make that big save on the Redbirds forward.
All right, so here we go, Brandon. 1-goal game. Illinois State has played a outstanding 3rd period. And now the Braves will certainly need to buckle up here down the stretch. Etchison out ahead as it's tipped off the stick of Straker as Shadle comes out. Straker try to get it to the net. Good block by Shadle. Tell you what, Drew Shadle has maybe been the MVP of the game for Illinois State out there on defense. Tons of blocks and preventions of good opportunities for Bradley. Now the other way. Castino lost the handle on it. Bryant back to get it for the Braves. Now up to the boards. Atchison able to scoop that one out, but you can sense that Bradley is tired, and they get a much-needed change there, avoiding the icing. Here's Shadle looking for the stick of Braun, and Crandall will get to it. No icing. Not sure why that wasn't called, but we'll play on. Crandall up the boards. Missed the stick of Straker. Now out it comes. Illinois State trying to tie this game. Braun over for Spence. And Spence will swivel it up ahead. Great play by him. Dishes back for Crandall. Up the boards now for Andrew Spence as Kelly gathers it along the boards. Shadle finds the stick of Camilleri. Tipped in deep. No icing as Kohut plays it. 9:08 to go. Bradley hanging on for dear life here. 4-3. They led at the end of 2, 4-1. Tipped in by Spence. That negates the icing as Gilbert shovels it over for Neiman. Now Neiman racing ahead. Got some speed as Kohut gets a good job to finish the check. Lucchese, nice little move there as he gets around the defense. Lucchese moving up ice, trying to go for Pierce, as now Barrett will drop it back. Neiman blocked by Etchison on the clearing attempt. Etchison continues to work away here with Cooney and into the corner for Rabkin. Haven't had a whistle in quite some time here. 8:24 to go in the third. Neiman up ahead, connects with Rabkin. Lucchese on it as well. Straker jabs at it, not able to get it out of the zone as now the Braves come forward. Neiman gets a stick on it. Cooney meeting it there as the Braves take a hold of it. Defensive zone play. Bryant charges ahead. Manhandles that into the zone as Shadle will pick it up behind the net here for the Redbirds. Out ahead off the stick of Barrett and across the line. Here's Carroll with the shot. That's blocked by Bryant. Good play by Sam Bryant to force that to the boards. Bryant up ahead through center. Gathered in by Shadle. Turnover at neutral ice. We'll go back for Crandall, who gathers it here. 42-29 now the shots in favor of ISU. They've really opened up that advantage in the shots department here, Brandon.
It's been all ISU so far this third period. Still 7.5 to go, so they look to tie.
McEllen leaves it for Castino. In the slot, it goes just wide. And gathered here by the Braves, who are backs against the wall. Tuttle able to get that one deep. 7:10 to go. Back are Illinois State now as they come forward. Outlet pass, tipped, and Kohut goes back for Lucchese, trying to find the open stick at Tuttle. Didn't work. Shadle maneuvers through center, shoots it wide of Walter. Kohut on the loose puck, trying to leave it there for Flood, but Illinois State again winning those open puck battles as they have been all period. Now Flood trying to get it up the boards for Tuttle, who's able to muscle it just enough to center. And this is going to be an icing here against Illinois State. A break for Bradley as finally they get a chance to breathe here. But, man, I'll tell you what, this pressure from Illinois State is something, isn't it, Brandon?
Yeah, and, you know, I think after that third goal that Illinois State had scored in the game, I personally, you know, if I had a timeout, I would call it just because of the momentum that Illinois State had carried from that second goal and then scoring the third one. It's, like we said, been all Illinois State so far this period.
Sent wide of the mark. Down in deep by Straker. Cooney waiting there for the Braves. 4-3. Bradley leading here in the third. They were up 4-1, and a big hit by Straker. No penalty called. Back up to the line. Lucchese gets it over for Kohut, who slides it over for Bryan, who bobbled it at the line, so it's going to come out of the zone. That was Straker, actually, not Kohut for the Braves. Now banked ahead. Cooney trying to go into the zone. Cooney dropping it, intercepted by Gilbert. Poked at there by Straker. And bobbled down here by Bryant. Braun into the zone as they just stay onside. Time continuing to tick away. Bryant fires it in deep here for Bradley. Shado can't handle it. Go around to the other side as Spence trying to get it on the wing. Now juggled and into the zone they come. McEllen with Castino. Sends it over for Castino out of his reach. Back in front for McEllen, and it rolled off a Bradley stick in front. Clear to the line, but not out. Now Shadle over on the far side. Camilleri this shot. That's handled into the corner. Braves really getting outplayed here in the third, and it's showing on the scoreboard as they've given up 2 goals here in the third. Camilleri lays it off for McEllen. Back for Camilleri. McEllen on the left wing, cutting inside. Walter down, didn't get through to him as Pierce now sends it off the boards and out of the zone. Shadle back in, 3-on-2 maybe if he hurries. Drops it back for Kelly. Glove save, Walter, big rebound. And Pierce had no choice but to throw it down for the icing. And I'll tell you what, I mean, it just continues to get pressure are the Redbirds. And, man, they are really laying it on here. 4:48 to go. Now approaching the almost 50-shot mark, 48 for the Redbirds.
That was the 21st shot on goal this period for the Redbirds. We still 5 minutes to play. It's their most shots on goal in a period for the game tonight. However, like I said, they still have five more minutes, and they're only down 1. They're going to continue this momentum into the last 5 minutes in the home stretch.
Bishop trying to get it out and was kept in for a moment. Now on it is Kelly as he sends it deep into his own zone. Shadle, Flood will let that one go as it goes up the board. Lucchese with a good keep. Lucchese down low for Etchison, who mishandles it. Backhanded below the goal line for Bishop. Kelly applying the body. Up the boards. Panos. And now here comes Radke. He's already got a goal and an assist tonight for Illinois State. They could have maybe had too many men on the ice there for Illinois State as they had some problems with their change. But we'll keep playing on. 4:08 to go. Bishop lost it in the wickets. Here's Braun into the zone, trying to stick with it. Follow-up try rolls to Walter and taken to the line. Gilbert keeps it, shovels it in deep. Backhanded here by Tully. Back up to the point. Gilbert pulls the trigger, blocked. Etchison feeds his man. Here comes Seth Bishop. Shoots, blocked. Good play defensively there from the Braves as it was Neiman getting the stick on it. Now the other way, 3-on-2. Gilbert across. Camilleri, glove save. Walters, he just got a piece of it. Now back up in the high slot. Neiman can't pull the trigger as he's hounded by Crandall. Now back up into the boards, and Bradley gets a chance to breathe. 3:23. Redbirds really laying it on here in the third. Bradley trying to hang on. Intercepted by Pierce. Slid over. Back for Cooney, and it was behind him on the feed. Camilleri picked up now by Pierce. Dipsy doodle doo right there. Lost the handle on it and moved out by Illinois State. Here's McEllen with Cassino. McEllen across. Great save, though, by Walter. Got a piece of it on the backhand. 2:50 to go. Cassino keeps the zone. Sends it over. This shot goes wide as it deflects from Casey Colantonio. Now around to the other side. Kohut sends it over. Up the boards now for the Redbirds as they play it. Kelly finds the stick of Colantonio. Now back defensively is Shadle. And we'll keep an eye on the goaltender, Jared Shadle here down the stretch. Lucchese stays on side. Throws it toward the front. Blocked, and here come the Redbirds now reversing the other way. Great speed by Tully. And gets taken out by Bryant. Maybe a trip there. No, they're not going to call it. Shadle was not happy about that one. Here they come the other way. 2-on-2 for the Braves. And again, we'll keep an eye. 2 minutes to go. Camilleri across, and Shadle inching towards the bench. Camilleri cutting in on the backhand. Across, tipped in front, broken up. Gilbert still with it, loads it up. That's blocked again. And the Braves clear the zone. Shadle was all the way out to the hash marks. Brandon thinking about coming, but not going to go quite yet. Dipped back down low. Davis working with McEllen. Now Redbirds jumping on it here. Desperation time here for Illinois State as they have completely dominated the play here in the third period. Up the boards, that's going to be an icing, and now we'll see if we get a pulled goalie, maybe a timeout. Head coach Brian Hamilton has signaled for the timeout, so he is going to call it, I believe, and Bradley will get a much-needed rest here, Brandon. But, boy, they were under some heavy pressure, and they're going to have to deal with it again here.
Just doing some quick math real quick. 22-8 are the shots on goal this period. As we get the official call.
Timeout, Bradley.
I said they want one too. It looks like ISU called the original timeout.
Oh,
yep.
You're right. Okay, well, the first thing I saw when I looked over on the Bradley bench was head coach Brian Hamilton signaling. So I think both teams certainly are going to use this next minute to their advantage. So we'll see what we get here out of the timeout. Again, face-off in the offensive zone here for the Redbirds. And look, I'll tell you what, Brandon, even though perhaps maybe Illinois State comes short here, if they do, if you're head coach Michael Hertenbrot, you still have to be pleased with the absolute onslaught that the Redbirds have put together here in the third. Just relentless pressure. I mean, this is as good as I've seen any team play against Bradley here at home.
Barring 15 shots on goal by the Braves in the next 86 seconds, then ISU will have outshot Bradley every period, obviously this one being the most prominent. Right now, like I said, 22-8 are shots on goal. Offense not really the problem here, just an unfortunate situation, really, as the first two goals for Bradley coming high glove side on the original goaltender Meyer. And Shadle came into the game in relief of Meyer, and he's been really sharp, only allowing 2 goals himself, but making some, 10 bell saves, some grade A saves.
Empty net here as Jared Shadle is on the bench here for the Redbirds with 1:26 to play. Offensive zone draw and a chance for Illinois State to tie this game after being down 4-1 after 2. Braves winning the draw. Etchison trying to make this happen himself and scores! Cam Etchison never quitting on the play, and the Braves pretty much maybe sealing the deal here with that empty netter. 5-3 with 1:19 to go.
It only took 7 seconds from that empty net. Face-off was 1 ahead, and Etchison was gone. A great play from Etchison in the neutral zone to chip it ahead of the defender and chip it away from the stick, kind of keep possession himself, and he was able to fire it into the empty net, giving the Braves now a 2-goal lead. Still 1:19, but a 2-goal lead nonetheless.
So Etchison picks up his 2nd goal of the game. And again, with 1:19 to go, Braves in the driver's seat. But again, anything can happen. We've seen it before. Straker sent wide. Good play by Shadle. Straker trying to get a piece of it there. And up to the point it goes. That one scores! It got tipped in front. And I believe that's Etchison again. The hat trick for Cam Etchison. And it's 6-3.
That is 2 goals for Cam Etchison in, I believe, 11 seconds.
19-8-82.
And we get the official scoring there from the referees. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that was 11 seconds from time of goals in between right there for Cam Etchison. As we only have 3 Braves out on the ice right now, not 4. There's the 5th one.
Well, how about that? Cam Etchison with the hat trick in improbable fashion.
Yeah, it was a great tip out in front. He was waiting along the hash marks and just got the stick in the lane and tipped it past the glove of Jared Shadle, that is.
Clock is not running here. That's a problem for the Braves.
We still have 65 seconds left.
And here we go. Clock running now. This will be cleared down the ice.
1 minute remaining in the 3rd period. 1 minute.
I'll let you go ahead and recap that sequence there as I announce these 2 goals here.
Yeah, so 2 goals from Etchison right there. Again, one the empty net, and then the other one a tip out in front. Etchison was just in between the hash marks right there in a great spot. Got his stick out there and tipped it past the glove of Jared Shadle. We're going to get in a defensive zone draw here for the Braves as a shot from Redbird gets blocked out in front. And Jack Flood takes over for the Braves, gets around a couple defenders. Flood moving ahead, gives it to Ethan Baker, moving into the zone. Flood takes it, Baker a drive, and a save made off the shoulder of Shadle, moving back to the Redbirds now. Moving into the zone, that was Flynn with a shot.
Good stop by Walter, but boy, just when it looked like it, oh boy, here we go. We're gonna have some tensions boiling over here. Cross-checking Minor coming up here, and we'll see who this is against. But this is the point though, Brandon, where the game is over, and you just have to be careful not to take any silly penalties at this stage of the game.
Yeah, that's Flynn going to the box. I believe you said cross-checking, so that'll be, well, I guess barring another goal from the Braves, the last 32.7 seconds on the power play for them as they go to their 4th power play of the game.
We will not have an interview, unfortunately, with our first star of the game tonight due to some staff shortages, but oh well. We'll get it next time.
Yep. In to take this draw, Tommy Shack wins it back for Straker. Now at the line, Kohut looking to extend his 6-game goal streak in the last 30 seconds of the game. Straker for Kohut, shoots one on net. That's blocked by the stick of Castino. Now Straker behind the net. Shack now to the right side. Straker, 15 seconds remaining in the game. Now Kohut along the line.
Kohut will dish it off here for Straker. Back up top for Kohut. Braves getting some extra power play work here with 5 seconds to go. Now Kohut back up top. Straker save, Shack rebound, handled, and that'll do it. Illinois State getting an incredibly good effort in the 3rd period, Brandon, but it falls short as the Braves score 2 goals in the final 90 seconds And they win this big, big Maka Gold game by a final of 6-3. And what a night it was, especially for Cam Etchison, as he gets the improbable hat trick here in the third period.
Yeah, I mean, he only had one goal going into the last 90 seconds of the game, gets 2 goals and gets the hat trick. A great game from Cam Etchison and a great game from Cole Walter as well, making 47 stops on 50 shots.
Great night as well for Cooney, Bishop, a few of those guys who had multi-point nights here for the Braves. And a 6-3 win for Bradley here on home ice, as they now have sole possession of second place in the Maka standings and potentially on the verge of a first round bye in the Maka playoffs. And I want to thank our entire crew. Oh, here we go. There's some pushing and shoving in the handshake line, and that's Pierce and Radke, and it looked like maybe somebody else for Illinois State. This is not good. That's Carroll out there as well, and I'm not sure how that all started. I didn't see it until the very end, but tension's boiling over a little bit here at the end of the game from a few players from both sides. Not something you want to see.
I'm sure that stems from the hit, either the hit on Pierce or the hit Pierce delivered on this end of the ice. A couple extracurricular activities, but looks like we're all getting it sorted out. Coach Johan Dahlin having a talk with the referees, and all looks to be elementary from here on out.
Well, I hope everything's okay. I didn't, again, see what happened during the handshake line, but Pierce at the center of it for the Braves. So, again, final score, 6-3, not taking away from the incredible performance we saw from the Braves tonight. So, Braves on the verge of clinching that second Maka spot here in the playoffs. Again, they have a couple more Maka games coming up here against Illinois at the end of this month. They will be back home at back here at home against Marquette next weekend, a late start Friday again here after the Peoria Mustangs game, and then a 2:45 start on Saturday. So that's the final. Bradley wins. Brandon, your final thoughts on this 6-3 win here for the Braves, despite being outshot 50-36.
Well, once again, I mean, it was kind of a tale of 2 games. Bradley did come out to a good start, but then in the middle stages of that first period, Illinois State really took over, and it almost seemed like Illinois State dominated most of that game. However, the Braves were able to get goals when they needed, and Cole Walter, another impressive performance. Cam Etchison, 3 goals. Great performance from the Braves yet again.
Redbirds will be back in action this weekend as they take on the DePaul Blue Demons at DePaul. They're going to be on the road here quite a bit this second semester, so that'll be a challenge for them down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, you said 18 of the first 21 games that they played were at home, so a lot of road hockey, like you were saying, and it's a bit of a challenge going into a different environment. As we see, we'll have student sections in every arena you go to, so getting egged on a little bit, maybe the tempers flaring a little bit, as we saw at the end right there, so maybe they just got to weather that storm.
All right, so the final score again, Bradley wins it 6-3 over Illinois State despite a great effort in the third period from the Redbirds. Braves will be back in action here next Friday against Marquette. For our entire crew, Gavin Menk filling on camera did a terrific job. Appreciate his help. And, of course, you, Brandon Luisi. I'm Matt Harrington saying so long from the Owen Center. Braves win 6-3.